cheese, you could say. I know this deadlift scrap especially has been a thing in TMM at least. We saw it yesterday by Pine being ran, and to say the least, it did not work out whatsoever, but a lot of people would tell you that was maybe a little bit of execution flaws, so I'm still curious to kind of see it, and with the execution on point, but not going to see it here.
It looks more standard here. Slap being 2 strong heroes here. Looks like an offlane War Beast and the jungle Sulfuris as it is right now. But of course Sulfuris can always be farming, mid, whatever you want. But I haven't seen Haxman play it yet. But so probably mid or in the jungle.
Yep, that War Beast Sulfuris.
Yeah. At the same time, looking over the bans, it seems that Nikkei also didn't want to face the Ophelia. He probably watched the last series here to pick up on everything he could. And takes that out as well as Tempest. And the Slap at the same time removes the deadlift. That's also what I noticed from Tyreek playing the Blitz and then someone else playing the deadlift, and then they man up and it's almost unbeatable. Of course, that was the old deadlift, but
yeah.
Yeah.
He still potentially could do that. I mean, the Death Grip did get nerfed a little bit in some ways, but I think if you actually still wanted to run him like that, honestly, I still think you could. It's just maybe not as powerful. His Resurrection's actually really interesting now, too, isn't it? With that, it's like has the charges here, so
yeah.
I don't know.
It's a charge with me. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Rhapsody coming out. Now, honestly, I was looking at the picks here. I thought for sure something like the Parasite could have been a very obvious pickup for them, but they pass it up for now, so they go the Rhapsody route. So we'll see. I don't think they're going to get a chance to pick up Parasite. In fact, I'm pretty sure Sync would ban it here. So
I think they mostly pick it for the defensive mechanism of the ultimate. I think it's not like they want to push with the heal or have a strong laning presence. I guess it brings that to the table too, but it's probably mostly for the teamfight ultimate there.
So now Sync going to think about what they want to do for their third pick. A bit of time being used here between the two teams. Gonna run with the Magnus in the end.
Yeah, I was about to say they need some kind of teamfight stance here. It's definitely something they have to get. Midas, also if they let them get Midas Magnus on top of something like a Tundra Bird, I mean that's very deadly to play against.
And it can be. So Lord Sulfuris, if I had to guess, I would think is going to be a jungle Sulfuris here with Slaps, and
yeah.
I mean, War Beast Suicide now. So if you're Hex, got to think about what you want to do here as far as the picks. Maybe not wanting to pick heal heavy. That's where the Rhapsody is also a little interesting. I know you mentioned he's probably not going to be pushing more, maybe the defensive mechanism in the end, but his heals, I guess that's not really something you're thinking about, though, with the Lord Sulfuris ultimate. It's like, oh, my Disco Inferno is going to be stopped now on one target, so it's not really a big deal.
No, it's mostly like, as I mentioned earlier, like the first game of the day here with Ophelia Rhapsody. That's a strong combo with the heal you put up when you hit the tower, and then you can just push and you have an Astra on top. It's just very hard to deal with if you can't burst down the creeps in time.
You see Puppet Master into Silhouette so far. Both teams could definitely use a carry here, so wouldn't be surprised to see plenty of those. Again, I'm still looking for the Parasite ban from Zlef, possibly. There's a Dark Lady now even throwing out, so may have to resort to a couple of second-tier carries this game. It's looking like here.
Salamon.
Salamon, yeah. Yeah, just experienced that with Formless there.
Yep, doesn't want to go through that again.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive, though. I mean, that was almost a 600 GPM silhouette that just got shreked, so...
Yeah. It really is something, yeah. I mean, that can happen. But, man, see, part of me is like, maybe it is that Mach is actually really strong on him. But Formless has done that before, like we were talking about. It's not like that's the first time we've seen that with him. So, in fact, he's had better games on Salamon, technically, as far as stats go. So, but, yeah, that Mach change, I mean, no doubt, it does provide a bit, too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And that's, 40 damage per second, at least.
Yeah.
And top the auto attacks.
So, Doctor and a Mage Bane, so yeah, pretty carry heavy all around. So, Parasite was not banned, so, again, I'm thinking if you're Hex here, it's with a Tundra
it's an
synergy.
option, but then you could but at the same time, you have Void Beast, Hellfire. Those are pretty tanky heroes. I'm not sure if Parasite Burst is enough to get those down on top of a Magma or a Midas combo or something.
Huh.
Oh.
It's interesting how that just went right there. The Pearl, yeah.
It can essentially also work if Midas is trying to combo someone, you can pop that ulti up, kind of like a Rhapsody, mitigate that, but it's also just a nuisance to deal with because you have to walk into that ulti. It's gonna be a bit interesting. At the same time, Sulfuras and Void Beast are heroes that usually chase a lot, and they just want to man up and go full ham. But that's where Pearl ulti is probably not. I guess you can stop initial burst, and then that's kind of it.
Yeah, and then they even go Madman on top of that to finish it off, actually, for Hex right here. So going to be running the short lane Madman, and woof, there we go with the Arachna to finish it. So it's going to be Haxorn on that Arachna here. Definitely like that pick against a Madman, I would assume.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely a viable option. You put that spider sting on him, and then he really can't move around as he wants to.
Yeah.
Madman is really benefiting from high mobility. So if you take that away, he's going to be easy to kill.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to actually try to go for something like a null stone because of that here on Madman.
Yeah, it's definitely an option, actually. Question is if he's going to be able to compete with Arachna in terms of damage output during the time span that he gets the null stone. That's the initial question. If he's going to short lane farm, something like a Cleaver still. I guess they have a Solstice to carry with as well, and they have a Midas who also likes to pick up farm and push out waves. So maybe an Allstone and then something like a damage item and then a staff, I guess, could be an option. But maybe, I mean, he could also pass it up, an Allstone, and then hope that his team is able to initiate onto Arachna and then he can come in and kill her before she does too much. But then there's the Pearl factor as well. That can really interfere with that plan.
That's true. Yeah, Pearl pick again. He's kind of been dabbling in here and there, so I think going the more defensive mind. And I love the new Pearl though, so it is fun to see her. You know, with the purge, the support that she brings, that ultimate, and not only just how it knocks everyone back, it's the kind of defense, but that heal regen is so powerful inside it too for her teammates. So. Yeah, you know, it's actually, I'm glad that Zlap kind of brought that up about Madman. Now, we actually saw 2 games of Madman yesterday where he ended up going Staff of the Master pretty quickly, actually. I don't think it was Hex that we saw that happen. I want to say that was LGT, if I'm not mistaken, doing it, actually, in their series against Complexity. So, but we saw the potential of it. It was pretty annoying. I mean, it's got to be pretty annoying to play against.
I think it's pretty strong. Also, if they initiate on Madman and he dies, and then he comes back up, the Spider Sting dies with it. I think it's not like it's hitting nothing. I don't think so. So he's slowed. Then he has time to go on Arachna again, where she can't slow him, where she really benefits from that. She can slow down whoever who tries to go on her. Like she's kind of that anti-carry with the Spider Sting, with the web shot, and if she can't do that, and you have enough time for Madman, then after he dies to hit her and kill her, then that's definitely worth it. Of course, they have a tri-carry over here on her Hellborn, so just killing Arachna might not be enough.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, no, that's going to be fun to see if he does go for that. He's kind of confirmed right there with the Hellflower and the interaction, but I guess according to this Legion team, they suggest that even if you Hellflower him, it actually still would activate upon death there. So, yeah, you pretty much just have to deal with it. And by deal with it, I mean kind of run as fast as you can away from him. So he is going to, again, be in that short lane here. But yeah, as we saw yesterday, too, it's going to, because you do damage on Madman, too. It's not like ideally, you probably don't want to go straight into it, because it's not going to give you the most damage output, so.
But maybe, as you said before, Nullstone, Shieldbreaker, Staff could be the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
That could definitely be something. Then there's only the Magma stun that can kind of stop him, and then Magmus has to stun him, and that's the only 2-second stun that really is. I guess Pearl can push him because he doesn't have a Shrunken, but that's kind of it. Like he will be able to chase down Sulfurious or Arachna.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Sip is gonna get the pull off, it seems like.
See here with Rhapsody, she's trying to make a play here, but Pearl actually found her, kind of distracting her, and the Hellhound is going to successfully go to pull all the way. So Rhapsody and Pearl continuing to trade auto attacks until they finally go away from one another, but either side losing a bit of life right there. They'll end up in the middle lane, though, together, where it ends up being a 2 versus 2, actually. Apparently, of Midas, Rhapsody versus the Pearl Magnus here. So, Pearl's an interesting support in a lane, especially for a kill potential. You know, she's not really the strongest at it, but I mean, she can deal. The asphyxiate can actually assist a bit. So,
If someone steps a bit out of position, I mean, they definitely have some damage there. Especially like right now, they're kind of low, but they need to go on Rhapsody. Midas can always elemental warp away in case of any danger, and Phil can't really stop that. So definitely, as soon as when Midas hits level 4, I would give the advantage to Legion. Also, they have the dual ranged against Amelie. I mean, they should be able to out-harass here.
yeah, that whirl bubble you got to be a little careful on if you obviously want to try to kill with it, but it is great for defensive purpose at the same time. Nice job with the counter ward, by the way. Look at that. Serenia noticed that Tyre. I'm going to call him Tar. Anyways, the Rhapsody player. He was over here earlier and figured, why the hell would he be over here? Well, that's probably why, so good job picking up on that. And effectively countering it. Exhibit again, here goes another pull with the Hellhounds.
Yeah, if you let him do this, I mean, he does this so well. He's gonna get the Devils and eventually the farm from that. And he's gonna nerf the farm of Madman as much as possible.
Hey, you see Solstice doesn't even care. He kind of just like, you know what? Let it go.
Yeah, I mean, he could have pulled them onto the Stealth Hunters, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of having to deal with it another way, I guess, and that being Madman. Oh, tries to pull to the pole camp there, but there's no creeps, unfortunately, so he's just instead going to have to pull it to now this next creep wave.
Now Sipper pulled them over here, and that's where Madman loses the wave entirely. So, of course, Warbeast loses 1-2 down here, but he's an offlane Warbeast. He doesn't mind to do that. And eventually he will get the levels that he needs to start farming out the Hillborn side here, especially if he manages to get the tier 1 down here. That's the strength of Warbeast. If he can do this all top lane, doesn't look good for Legion.
They've been up here for a while. Rhapsody, though, wow! That battle cry on Arachna, man. That was a lot of damage all of a sudden, and she just melted right there. Yeah, with the precision, and Tundra's going to go down, too, as Lord Southforest is able to chase him down. So, you know, I was watching a little bit of that. They were up here for a bit, kind of scouting out, but clearly that kind of backfires on them.
Did they expect Southforest to be low? Maybe, but
yeah, that's
sometimes
possible.
There are some Southforests, they go for a Chalice, first item instead. And if you do that, you might be able to farm a bit faster, but you're also very low when you farm the jungle, until you start getting a bottle or something to heal up with. And I think that might have been what they went for. That okay, he's going Chalice right now. He's about 200 HP. I forget that might be what they thought. Now he has a bottle instead, and he's just full HP, and that did not work out at all.
Yeah, so Hex caught with their hand in the cookie jar there of trying to find a free kill, and fortunately found kills on them in response, including the Bloodlust kill, as we saw. So Lord Southforest, he also got kill credit there as well as the assist. So. And Southforest, as we know, is definitely potential to just kind of start snowballing a bit, especially in the jungle. So far, you know, not going too crazy, but we're only 4.5 minutes in. Top lane, Tundra could be in trouble here. Pearl's coming in with the Veiled Rot. You see Arachna charging up. She's not level 6 yet. She was getting close, actually, but she's going to say, you know what, we can make a play here. He's going to come in. Pearl off to the side. There's the Asphyxiate. Slowing him down. The web shot's doing work as well, and Battlecry's not up currently, but it just doesn't matter anyways. He's a couple more auto attacks and gets the kill. So, yeah, Tundra, I guess not much more he could have done there.
No. What he wants to do is TP out, but Pearl can, of course, cancel that with the W to push him away. So, yeah, if Pearl wasn't there, he would have lived, but that was not the case. So he has to be very careful up here. He has a void, so he should, with the bird, be able to stay fine, or be fine up here. Let's see if he can manage to do that now. Of course, now Arachna is level 6, so he has to be quick on that TP if he finds himself in a bad spot.
Yeah, I mean, we saw earlier, with the Battlecry especially, and that like, you will actually, I don't even know what the TP, if that'll work, especially with the spider sting on you, so you got to use it immediately, if anything, to give yourself the best chance. You see there, he's second it goes up. But yeah, that's where the Serenia play of the Veiled Rot was very good as well. They're using that. So
Oh, he was Veiled Rot?
Yeah,
okay.
he used Veiled Rot. So yeah, there was no chance that he was going to be seen.
Alright,
Tundra.
good. We'll play from him then, securing that, setting that up.
Yeah.
I would like to see Rhapsody go mid and then stun the Magnus and then have a Midas combo. And even bring the Solstice, because they need to get something going. They're a lot behind here in Golden Experience, considering it's 6 minutes into the game. So if they can get the kill onto Magnus at least, I mean, that might start something good for them here.
Yeah, Magnus bottling up a regen rune and coming back to the middle here. Solstice in the meantime. Look at this triple stack that he's doing here. Actually, King Nikke, yeah, he's farming pretty well, 300 gold per minute. And Madman and Midas are all pretty much equivalent here as far as where they stand in the GPM chart.
Yeah.
Fairly well. Madman making do with this constant pull of Warbeast. Oh, top lane. Tundra, yeah. He is dead. Roll being there. Solstice coming in with a counter, though, is going to charge onto Arachna. Set up to turn kill the quick ultimate. It is going to be enough damage, but at what cost here? Solstice is definitely dead. He knows it. He says he might as well do as much damage as possible. Helps to kill Pearl in response, so it ends up being a 2 for 2. I don't know if Slap's going to be able to do enough damage on Midas here. In fact, yeah, he might want to fall back as TP is coming in from Tundra. So, nice nuke right there. Can he land a transmute? Yes, he can. Tundra's running in now. He charges through. He has a piercing shards. It's not going to be enough damage, though. But Midas, another nuke in 1 second. No, he's not even going to get the chance to go for it. So it ends up being a 2 for 2 here. But killing Arachna pretty good for the Legion side.
Yeah, Mikke is flanking here. He just killed them after the mid here. Not really sure what he's expecting from this. Oh, okay. That's a mistake from Midas.
Oh, no, yeah, Elementor, but he gets a transmute off! Mistake, you say? Nah, he gets a counter kill out of it. Oh. That was well played by both sides, to be fair. Mikke, that was good timing on his part, but actually just a better response.
I thought the same as Mikke there. I thought the same as Mikke, that he was going to get that ulti off and that was a shoot kill. But the W from Midas was fast enough for that to not work out. So actually, a good play for Midas, and Mikke didn't really... He hasn't played for a while too, so wasn't sure how that would work out, but now he knows.
Yeah. That was fun to see there, but yeah, with that finish of it too, you know, Hex got to be feeling fairly good about that. But again, the big picture right now, it is Sinky Esports, 2,600 gold lead, 2,000 experience lead here. Only 8 minutes into the game, but you know, Madman's actually only third on the team. Not that he's doing that bad, 320 gold per minute, but I guess Solstice and Midas are happen to do pretty well. So Solstice, a interesting jungle hero. He definitely has a plethora of choices. I feel like he could go with items. Looks like he might be going puzzle box here. What would you think?
I don't think he's going puzzle though. I mean, Warbeast can run away, and I don't think that's going to be the strongest item. I'm not really sure. It might be an Ice Brand, I guess, but I wouldn't really agree with that. What else do you build from that? You don't go for a Basher or something. Bloodborne Wall, I don't think so, but it might be an Ice Brand, and it's do something like a Frostfall Scott. I definitely don't hope it's a puzzle box.
Okay. Yeah, Bloodborne Mob, a little too early for that, but...
At the same time, I don't agree with an Ice Brand. I don't think that item does enough for its cost at this point in the game. So, something like an Armlet is definitely better for damage. Or an Insanitarius, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so no matter what he gets here from that bolstering armband, it sounds like might not be a huge fan of, but we'll see which of the poisons he's going to choose here, as he's going to port somewhere. The top lane, it looks like. There is a bit of a creep lane push coming in with Arachna and Pearl. So going to try to... Yeah. Oh, he's setting up.
Oh, we can set that up.
There we go.
He just needs his team.
There's the Lunar Judgment. TP's coming in, gets the fear off. Can they get here in time? Pearl, the quick ultimate. Midas, nice job with the push, but it's not going to matter. It is nighttime now as Solstice charges in. And, of course, gets the kill onto her. So, nice setup there from Solstice.
Yeah, good ultimate from Pearl, at the same time, making sure that he could not reach Arachna. Because I'm pretty sure he wanted to charge Arachna. That's the kill they want, but they have to settle for Pearl. Good setup, though. Good heads up, TPing up there before the wave reaches the tower and hiding. And nice play.
See the middle lane here is back to Magnus versus the Midas, and Magnus, well, they're very even actually, both around that 350 gold per minute mark. Magnus 1430 gold saved up, so getting close to that portal key, as is Midas though. He's got 1500 or so. So around the same as mentioned there. Madman does have a mana tube here. So I'm guessing towards the sustainer and then eventually the nullstone as we're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Then he needs a damage item, and then something, either the staff or a shrunken head. Shrunken head would probably allow him to just hit and not die at all if he manages to get it off. So there's some valid option for that instead of staff. But staff might be better in terms of securing to get your damage out.
It's just fun to watch too.
Yeah, and it's fun. Of course, it's a new item. You have to get it.
It's like, yeah, it's fun for us, but again, I understand that it's very annoying to play against, I'm sure. But it's pretty entertaining to see this man with no health bar just go around and still do damage. So, yeah, that's and the way they were talking about it in the pre-chat too. It's like Slap's pretty much expecting it himself. He's like, "Can I do this against it? No, okay." Kind of just have to accept it. So. Yeah, it seems like if you do happen to pick up Madman, then that's going to be almost part of a core now as far as the build. I mentioned that Nullstone Shield Breaker, Staff of the Master could be a nice trio of items there. So, yeah, Whispering Helm on Arachna coming out here with the Steam Boots.
Going a different route this game. It's more the farming route. He went straight Shroudly last time. But Sulfuris is farming the entire jungle. There's not much left for Arachna.
Yeah. Have much over there to farm with. He's speaking of South Forest, 400 plus gold per minute, and actually they're going to try to the top lane. Oh, he started running in, but Arachna decided it was best to not go. I don't know if they saw somebody else at the last second, but something threw them off.
Yeah. There's 3 heroes up here for Legion. Even Madman is here joining the fight, but there's a word from Serenia. I think every time you do this, you go offensive, you need to just have at least one counter ward, so you minimize the chance of them seeing you. And now Madman is just sitting here instead of being bottom farming. That makes up space for Warbeast to even counter lane ward and to start pushing down here. That's not what you want.
Yeah, he is taking advantage of it. He's got a big creep wave coming. With the Hellhounds and himself, of course, that level 4 battle cry that he has now. Top lane, no, I thought they were going for some reason, but never mind. They end up porting back, actually. There is the Ice Brand, by the way, on Solstice, so yeah, it may not be the most efficient in itself, but I mean, the Frostless Skull, again, we talked about that. It's a good pickup in most cases, but
it's decent. It's just a bit expensive, I feel like.
Yeah.
But it makes him tanky too, but I don't think Ragnar cares if she hits you 7 times or 9 or 10. So either way, it's a lot of gold into that item, which might not even be too effective, especially not against Void Beasts. Could be against Sulfuris a bit, but not too much.
Warbeast's gonna help collapse in the bottom lane here, perhaps. I don't know if it's they have enough lockdown. Yeah, they definitely don't. So instead, just gonna try to prevent Madman from countering it here. Counter pushing, that is.
Yep.
Not the most action this game early on as did I see that right? Yeah. Interesting portal key on Lord South Forest. That's not a usual pickup.
No, definitely isn't. But they don't have that much initiation, so him going it is okay. So he can follow up Magnus with the Q and ulti, and I think that's a dead target whoever he stands. At least right now. Maybe not Solstice because he bought that Ice Brand.
Yeah, that's something. Seeing a portal key on the South Forest here, but slapped. Trust that he's comfortable with what he's doing. In fact, can help use it right here to jump on a Midas. Even though he gets away initially, you know he's dead, obviously. Oh! Wow.
That's close.
See, I don't even know if that would have actually saved him in the end, though.
Well, no, I don't think so. It was just, it would have delayed the inevitable, I think.
Yeah, so that was almost silly to even try, but yeah. Well, that's on cooldown now. And now it's a matter of seeing Saw that or not. Not that it might change anything completely, but you know, that's on cooldown. As bottom lane, Warbeast, okay, he's going to pop his ultimate. They do not have a stun. Yes, they do. Avalanche comes out, and there's the kill. As soon as the stun happened, that burst was real, so well played from Hex to catch Zibek.
They get that kill, but it's a guaranteed mid tower for sure. They used 3 ultimates for that, I think.
Legion Tower.
Oh, wait. mid lane.
Midas, he's going to be able to get away initially. Helps to turn on to Magnus. Gets a transmute. Nice job with the Pearl ulti, though. Bubble coming out, mitigating some damage, healing it up a little bit. There we go with the Pearl, using their third, the Soothing Presence, to heal him as well. And down goes Solstice in turn. So beautiful turn play from Sync Esports. Again, that's definitely a big power of Pearl. If you do not kill a target right away, she will keep them alive in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
As she did there. So great save from Serenia. Going to get a nice aggressive ward aside at the top lane, too. This top tower is still up, actually. They are going to push you here, though.
No, it's full HP, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But it should be down now here. I'm not sure what Hax went bot here, if he's going Shroud or into the Firebrand. Oh, it's a Shroud. Okay.
There you go. Assassin Shroud coming out for him. So, yeah, just wanted to get the Whispering Helm first this game.
Dude,
the farm a little bit.
Destroyed Legion Tower.
And there's the top tower kill. So overall, an 8,500 gold lead. A lot of just good farm across the board for Sync Esports. Middle lane Pearl, she is going to be killed here, yes. Man, if she had any kind of mana, she actually could have lived there. But just was out of mana, so Midas took advantage of that, of course. And gets the free kill as a result.
Yep.
Bottom.
It's a good little pickup for them, but they need some of the bigger heroes if they can find the pickups. They're going for this Void Beast into the tower. I think that's a good decision. It's probably the easiest kill they can get right now.
Well, middle lane, actually, they started to go into Midas. He's, again, a case of he's probably dead right here. Yep.
Oh, wow.
He is going to go down, so. Forest doing the work across the map. Rhapsody, though, bottom lane. She is going to get caught. Trying to TP out, goes down, but down goes Tundra as well. Double tap, fours lapped. In credit, again, he got the kill in middle lane, too, and he ends up bottom here, so. They're all over the place. I guess the portal key is actually coming into play a lot here for Slapped, proving to be the right choice.
Yeah. And they're just farming so well on the Sync side throughout the entire game compared to Hex here. And they're just out farming them, and as a result, it's really hard for Hex to kill a hero in time. And as you see, they try to go for kill on Void Beast, and they just all poured in. And instead of getting one kill, they lose two in the process of not getting the Void Beast. And at this point, I'm not really sure what they can do. Every hero on the Hellpoint is very tanky, or either has high mobility. Ragnar's not tanky, but she has a Shroud, as it is right now, and the Hardened Carapace. So it's very tough. And Magnus has high mobility. Pull Key Tablet right now, also a very hard target to kill. As we see right there.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, but a portal key before he gets caught. So, and Ragnas getting caught. She's gonna catch somebody. Tundra gonna be that victim right there. Magnus even coming in to assist. So you could just feel it here. Sync Esports, they've got the momentum now. They got it. They got the pace going for them, and they're not showing signs of stopping this. You see top lane poured in from Arachna, and actually Solstice needs to be careful about this. I think Solstice may fall here.
He's the TP.
Oh,
Magnus being here too. There's no way he's getting out of this. He's gonna have to kind of somewhat fight his ground, but it's inevitable to die right here. So another kill, and Haxer is now a serial killer, 500 gold. But again, even Forest and Magnus are both basically the same GPM. It's pretty ridiculous how high of GPM they have across the board here.
Yep. They're being very effective in farming the map. We saw them clear the entire jungle that they have all the time, and Sip is getting a lot bottom. And he's farming the enemy jungle as well a bit. Being a bit aggressive here. I think they're feeling a little bit too comfortable here, but I mean, even if Slap died there too, it wouldn't have changed that much, in all honesty.
Yeah, I kind of looked at Zibby and his death spot there. A little deep there. But, yeah, it's a case of, you can suffer a couple of those here. Oh, Madman, by the way.
Yeah.
Rune Cleaver. Did not see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
With the Nullstone being so good of an option here, felt like.
If you can get a lot of farm here, and they somehow manage to get a pick off here, pick off there, without losing any heroes in the process, it could be alright here. If he can keep some farm up, get some farm going, I guess. But at the same time, as much as he farms, Sync farms twice as much with all the heroes.
Part of me wonders if that was more of a reaction to the game. They kind of realized that they're losing a pace here, and the Sync's starting to snowball a bit. Maybe he figured that, he needs like the Rune Cleaver for flash farming, or this very likely could have been his intention all along, though. But
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though. If it was an even game, I would like to see the Nullstone more, I believe. And then, yeah, into a damage item, into either the Shrunken Head or the Staff. I think the Staff is the better choice if you want to guarantee yourself doing damage. But if you want to stay alive, the Shrunken is better.
Zibe being so annoying right there. He's using the Hellhounds to snipe a couple of creeps from Madman right there as he's in the jungle, farming with that Rune Cleaver. So again, just kind of tiny things like that that just really do add up. And Zibe doing so good at being a nuisance there. Kind of his job in this game. Post haste picked up by Tundra, or Midas, excuse me. He's got the post haste portal key now. So he's going to be very mobile on the map. In fact, going to try the middle lane again, though. Yeah, it's the delay of the cast there. It's too long.
Yep.
Mickey's too good of a player to get caught by that.
They kind of need Tundra to do it, but he doesn't have to blink. And even Tundra has that almost 1 second animation on it, so Mickey might be fast enough for that too. But they should be able to catch the Void Beast though.
I'm pretty sure I just saw, yeah, Ice Brand purchased by Magnus. And he's got a Portal Key tablet, but I mean the Frostal Skull again. It's like it really has become a much more popular item now. And oh, he's gonna find Tundra here. There's an easy kill.
I will say that I can guarantee you, if they were not 14k ahead right now, he would not buy an Ice Brand.
Okay. So wouldn't be the usual, but it's one of those. The game's going well enough kind of ways.
Yeah, it's just one of those cases. I want to try this too, kind of thing.
Yeah. Solstice did just get his, by the way, but now at the top lane, Midas, yeah, he's going to go down. Oh, boy, double tap for Haxorin. I just don't think Polymorph's in this game much anymore. I mean, you can just feel it again. It's just Sync has really found their groove, and they're just going across the map. And I mean, a Frostal Skull, it's like it's good to have that finish for an expensive item, but is that really an item that's going to be like a game changer here on Solstice? It doesn't feel like it. So
no, it's not. He's gonna ulti here on Arachna, so maybe Tundra can catch up to him.
He's gonna go in. There's the Hardened Carapace, of course. He puts some damage out with Tundra. Frostal Skull, they will get the kill. Magnus tunned in. Just a little bit too late, though. Southforce, though, he joins the party. Life Jab coming out. Can he get the auto attack off? He can. Well played with the staccato stunts, and Lord Southforce, he barely gets the heal off at the last second, though. Almost take him out. That was very well played, but not enough in the end. He comes back in. Madman actually cleans him up, though. Madman's going to clean up both of them. Gets a double tap. I don't think they realized he was here, as now Serenia is all of a sudden in a fairly bad spot. He will slow down the creeps and run away. Bottom lane in the meantime, Zibe's pushing in the tower, but Pearl, oh my god, the Invis, really? She happened to get an Invis rune, and she's going to survive. Warby's going at it with Midas on the bottom down here, but yeah, that's a good rune.
Yep. Well, it's a free for free. The stats kind of stay the same though, because of Warby's pushing the bottom tower and pushing some more. He's throwing a bit with Midas here. I mean,
I'm pretty sure he's trolling by saying that, but
the backdoor? What?
The backdoor, yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I think it's yeah. I guess he's referring to top for some reason. I don't even know. Arachna, by the way, she's getting caught middle lane. No.
If she didn't have the Shrunken Head there, she would have died for sure. Madman's gonna die instead.
Oh my god! That's 4 auto attacks that went full to nothing on Madman. Wow. Yep. That with the battle cry is just so much damage.
It is. Yeah. That's what Arachna can do.
Yeah, to clarify, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a troll about the backdoor. Like, again, there is no rule on backdooring in Hane. Every once in a while, I feel like that's kind of brought up, and it's like, no, it's not a thing. You can do it as much as you want. If the designers wanted that to be, like, they would put a mechanic in to prevent it, but
it's been a while since there's been like that agreement. I think it was like back when the game came out almost. They're like, oh, don't backdoor. There's like this unwritten rule that you don't do that.
I remember that, yeah.
You could do it, but it was like you don't do it kind of thing.
It was like the rules with, like, I remember there used to be limits on items too, like sheep stick. Like you can only get like 2 sheep sticks a game, and it's like arbitrary rules like that. I always found to be like, why? Like, what's the point of that? Like, just if teams farm enough to get more than 2 sheep sticks, then they should be winning the game. Like, Shouldn't even be like a discussion. So, but yeah, things like puzzle blocks. Again, the designers found it necessary to, yes, multiple puzzle boxes might have been a little over the top, so they put a limit in with the timers. So,
It's true. I remember actually before there was any Dota 2 or Han existed, back in normal Dota, there was you couldn't buy Restoration Stone in tournament play. Actually, when real games, that was not an option. That was simply too OP that you can use all your abilities twice, or considered too good.
that's hilarious.
Yep.
That's hilarious. Oh, anyways, speaking of OP, Sync's feeling pretty OP right now. They're gonna get their top lane pushed in actually. Madman is still going with it. He really has stepped up a bit here. You get in that double tap, he's feeling that. The ring cleaver and everything, but Magnus is going to send bottom lane, gets a couple of heroes here. Here's the follow-up now. Oh, Rhapsody protecting Melody. It is going to save a little bit of damage, but eventually wearing off there. And the Lord Southforce looking to chase. Lord Southforce with the staff, by the way. The Undying was already used, however. But they do get the racks. Madman does counter-push the top lane with the tower.
Yeah, but he's TPing back before he has the racks, though. I'm not sure that's the right idea. All right. He should have taken the top racks here, because then it's a 1-point racks. Oh, bottom.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's coming back in. As in the meantime, though, two teammates fall right off the bat. So, yeah, now Madman's here. He does have a staff for the Master, so that's maybe what he really wanted, why he's coming back. But with his teammates dead around him, it's not going to matter. There goes the racks, and if you're Sync, you're probably still going to keep going. You still got 3.5 minutes on the token. Why not?
I mean, in like 2-3 minutes, they will lose the top. Yeah, no minus points up here. You should have just kept going up here on the top racks and then TP back, because there's a tier 2 here in the mid and the top, so Sync would not have been able to just rotate to the mid racks. So you could have gotten the racks there for free, and then they could have tried to defend the next set of racks, with the staff and full reset.
Well, Magnus does TP up there to ultimately defend the melee racks, but here we go in the middle lane. As Madman is going to fight as much as he can at least. Does get the Undying on him. He is going to die. There's that staff, though. If he gets a kill, it refreshes for 3 seconds. It's not going to happen, though. He's going to die shortly here. For certain. Maybe kill Pearl. No, he couldn't get it close enough. And he does go down. Midas also picked up. Obviously, Madman's not buying back. He just got that staff, so this should be another melee racks. As Lord Southforce, wow, he healed himself right there because of the staff effect. It was not enough, though. He still goes down, diving a little too far, apparently. Warbeast, he too is taking some pressure, but he's going to get back before dying and Sync again. They're a very comfortable spot. Token still on Haxer, and I think game 1 is all but over here.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of interesting how the staff works onto a Madman there, because if you're slowed as you die, you're slowed. The illusion or whatever it is still slowed as you die. So you're kind of slowed after that, and then that dispels, and then you can't get targeted by anything. So it's actually very important if you kill a Madman that he is kind of slowed or anything as he uses the staff effect.
Yeah, I wonder if that's something that's going to be like we stressed. I mean, Arachna, even before the staff thing, Arachna's a great hero against a Madman. I mean, that's just a given.
Yeah.
So that final pick, Arachna, no doubt was very important for that. But that's even more reason that, as you pointed out, if that's the case. I mean, if you spider sting him and then he dies from that, as you said, the spider may stop chasing him, but he would then still be slowed, at least initially because of that. So interesting, right there. But yeah, Sync. Point is, they're victorious, and a little bit of a challenge early on, perhaps, but eventually started to pull away with it. So,
yeah, they really outfarmed them, and they got the kills as well. I mean, they kind of outplayed them there in that game. So maybe they can respond with something better here, polymorph than this next game.
Scrap deadlift, I'm feeling it.
Maybe.
Busting out the cheese. We'll see. We'll see what polymorph does here. Now down 1-0 against a very good team, of course, and that is Sync Esports. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Game number 2 going to be coming up next here on Hotcast.